And we are rolling.
Good dude. Good dude. I know you love me like cooked food, even though you know I gotta move like a crook move. We was together on the block since we lunch. We should have been together having Four Seasons brunch. We used to use umbrellas to face the bad weathers. Now we travel first class to change the forecast. Never in bunches, just me and you. I loved your point of view, cause you held no punches. But still I left you for months on end. It's been months since we checked back in. You somewhere in a small town, somewhere locking them all down. Wood grain, order chains, I'm a raw down. I can understand why you want a divorce now, though I can't let you know it. Pride won't let me show it. Pretend to be heroic, that's just one to grow with. But deep inside, you know I'm so sick. You don't even fuck with Jay-Z, do you? You a young nigga, bro. You don't fuck with Jay-Z, bro. I know you don't.
Lying, bro.
It take niggas some maturity and growth to like actually sit down and listen to Jay-Z. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, that's true.
I ain't gonna lie.
That is true. I ain't gonna hold.
Now that we got the intro up out the way.
To the college kids, no scholarships, starting your semester. Unpacking your suitcases, filling up your dresser. Enjoy it while you got it, after that it's God bless you. Life is your professor, know that bitch is gon' test you.
Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Almost Dropouts. It's your boy Kai, and I am still missing Phil, a.k.a. The Blazing, a.k.a. Mr. Two Trip. Speak of this fuck nigga, man. He gonna hit my phone with a TikTok of Ari Spears. And we are still missing the great, lovely Nia Wowski. Yeah, no music today, though. I'm sorry if I hurt y'all ears. I'm sorry if I exposed y'all to some shit y'all ain't really want to be exposed to. I'm going to apologize as a real man should. And if you don't like it, you know, whoop-de-doo. So be it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, we got some things to unpack today. Couple things in the world, like some current events. That boy Casanat just became, I don't think he the only person to ever touch 1 million subs, but he just hit 1 million subs in his Mafia-thon 3. Shout out to Casanat, shout out the whole Clover Boys squad. That's fucking genius. Shout out AMP. What else happened? Kai hit 1 mil. Shit, Young Thug and Lucci dropped. I seen a little commentary on that about how niggas died for nothing and this and that and that and this and street politics, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, bro, if two men cannot come together and set aside their differences for the greater good or something, then what does it mean to be a man? Like, both of them put their pride to the side. I'm pretty sure they had to talk about everything. Like, I'm pretty sure they not just kicking it buddy-buddy like at each other's crib, but the niggas want to get on the song together. Y'all want niggas to be divided until niggas die behind a division that y'all so beautifully glorify. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never like. I never get that shit, bro. Y'all be want niggas to be divided, and then when a division leads to some violence, like y'all really, you get what I'm saying? Like iffy with y'all nigga. That's why you can never like if you plan on being like. Anybody famous, like anybody who lives their life in front of social media, if you plan on being anybody like that, you can never feed into the narrative. That's probably the most dangerous thing you can ever do is listen to other niggas on the internet. If you live your life on the internet, is why. Sometimes I think, Bradley, like one day that might be my life. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna take a narrative and run with it. I'm not for that.
Well, that's what it comes with, though.
Like, we realize, like, I be thinking about it, I be like, bro, we realize made memes and mocks and jokes, and people made so much money just off of, like, clowning Young Thug and the whole YSL situation. It's like, at the end of the day, that is still a human being, that's still a man, and he does have feelings. He might not know how to deal with them feelings, but he does have feelings. As far as the album go, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but I do fuck with I'm So Dope and Whoop-De-Doo. Those are my favorite songs right about now. Marketing is fucking crazy because Thug literally just performed like a couple hours ago at the, it's probably not City Hall, but it's one of them big buildings downtown. That boy said he was pushing peace, pushing P, you know what I'm saying? Not violence. Like young boy said, stop the violence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as far as like current events and shit, Bama beat UGA. I think I don't even like watch sports like that, but I think I'm becoming a Braves fan, and I think I just became a UGA fan. So go Dogs. You know what I'm saying? I just recently visited Athens for the game for Bama versus UGA, and it was vibey out there. I really do wish Georgia State was like a sports school. Like sports was big at the school. Our basketball team suck. Our football team, you don't even hear about them niggas. And it's like, bro, imagine if downtown added a whole college town vibe to it. Like, yeah, I get it. We got the Hawks, we got Mercedes-Benz and State Farm Arena right up the street, right? But imagine if our football team, our Georgia State football team, because Georgia Tech is good, but imagine if our Georgia State football team was good. Like, do you know how live downtown would be? You know how much money that'll bring to like downtown? Even though they probably don't need no more money. But you know how much money that probably would bring, attention that would bring, good things that might bring. Them niggas don't know what they doing, bro. If I was them, I'd be focused on the football right now. We got the academics straight. It's no need for us to keep focused on the academics. We need some excitement at this school, bro. Hey, you ever get like not ugly person, but like somebody that just ain't your type or like up to your standards compliment you and it be like,
Yes.
like you don't even know like if you should take it, like if you should receive the compliment or just act like you didn't see that.
Bro, I just say I appreciate it and keep it moving, man.
Like if it's a comment, I just don't say nothing back. I might like it or something, but I'm not. Nah, we ain't doing that one.
Like
Why would you even think?
They be trying to use the birthday method and stuff too. To say happy birthday and everything. Like you don't even know the person. The person just come out of nowhere.
Nobody used the birthday method on me. About to turn 22 soon, nigga.
Time is moving fast, boy.
This shit is not real. About to turn 22, gang.
Nah, facts.
There's a lot of uncertainty in my life right about now. Damn, I'm about to turn 22. What the fuck? Am I a failure?
Why would you be a failure, dude?
Cause, bro, like, it's some 22-year-olds out there that's
That's social media.
fucking getting to it.
That's social media.
Nah, I know some 22-year-olds in real life getting to it. I'm talking about AMG Benz. I'm talking about crib. I'm talking about pick up and leave when they want to.
Okay, I will say this, right? It is easier now to like be able to make that type of money because of the access and like the information that we got now.
That's my point.
And everything. So
that
I
makes
would
me a
say
failure. This nigga Brad just called me a failure. That's what I'm hearing. That makes me a failure.
You just gotta know which ways to look. I mean, everybody got their own path. Everybody got whatever they may want to do. Like the people that you describing, they just people that might just want to go out and get money and be free from the world. But what you doing is like damn near a career, kind of.
But I want to make money too.
I'm saying it's
and I
gonna
want to be
come.
free from the world.
It's gonna come. But oh Lord.
Damn, bro. I know some real life, and shout out to them niggas, bro. I also know some older folks where it's like, damn, you got to it, like you getting what it's supposed to be got, and then be like, I had to remember like these niggas way older than me, bro. They had way more time. They had way more time to get to that, but I'm in the same room as them, so that means like, okay, I might be on a good path, on the right path, or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, that's dangerous too though, because a lot of people do use social media as they like metric system for success. And you cannot use somebody else's personal metric system for their success on you. Like it just don't work like that. Like you gotta grow up and form your own success metrics. Like what does success look like to you?
Are you asking like for the goal I'm trying to achieve?
Like,
as far as
like that moment where you feel like you're gonna look up one day and you're gonna be like, damn, I made it. What does that look like to you?
when I get to the point in life where I'm not necessarily gonna say that I'm not struggling or anything with anything, but I get to the point where I can actually feel free. Like money isn't like a priority, or like doing something at this time, and like all my time management stuff isn't too.
This just not playing?
Nah.
Oh, it was on the whole time.
Yeah, that was your ending. But when I get to a point where I can just like be free, do what I want, go wherever I want, and just experience the world and experience life, look at all the creations of life and different cultures and stuff like that. And it's like, I feel like that's kind of like the meaning of life, to be able to just connect with other people and cultures and just like experience everything around you.
That's true.
Because like when you sit here and think about it, like on a day-to-day basis, I mean, you just either be in your city, you be going to school, you be always thinking about work, always thinking about getting money, getting this, getting that. But hardly do people ever just sit down and just appreciate the meaning of life, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Because life is a tricky thing, though. Like,
it is.
Life is a very tricky thing, bruh.
It can be.
You only got two things that's guaranteed to you. That's your birth and that's your death. Everything in between is like, what the fuck is this? Like, what am I experiencing right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the whole reason why I say the purpose of life is to just experience it, but for the great parts of it. Because if you really sit down and think about it, all this work that we doing and everything, all this money that we trying to make and everything, like the dollar is man-made itself.
It is. You know what's crazy? Because, like, just kind of had like a little moment type shit the other day. I had recently got a text from this girl I was talking to that I really liked. And she was just like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I didn't know what I was signing myself up for, blah, 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 blah. You feel me? And, like, while I understood because I'm like, yeah, I seen it coming. I seen the signs. But while I understood it, I was trying to, like, act like, you know, well, nothing wrong. Like, the shit ain't moved me at all. Which is probably my most, that's probably the mistake I make the most when it comes to, like, realizing that I'm living a life. Like, that I'm going through a human experience. Like, the whole thing about a human experience is that you get to feel. Like, you get to sympathize with things, and you get to feel emotions. These things that you cannot hold and touch. They're not tangible. You can't see emotions. But you get to feel these internal emotions, and you really don't have much explanation to do for them. That's crazy. I was telling somebody the other day. I'm always telling somebody something. I was telling somebody the other day. I was like, yo, like, oh, okay. We had got pulled over, right? And we in the whip with some folks. And they like, why y'all so calm? Like, why y'all laughing right now? Like, ain't nothing to laugh about. Like, the police is like really about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could lock y'all friend up. Like, what's so funny? Why y'all always laughing? I was like, first of all, baby, I laugh at everything. Like, I laugh at everything. Shit that ain't even funny, just get a giggle out of me. I think that's like some PTSD trauma response type of thing. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, first off, I laugh at everything. Then second, I was like, cause you literally have to pick what you like. You literally have to identify what you can control and do that. And then know that sometimes you really just have to wait in order to get an outcome or a product in order to move forward. Like, I'm like, well, shit, we pulled over already. They got our IDs, they got everything, The only thing we can do is wait for what's about to happen, and then make the best out of the situation that we're in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, like, everything happened for a reason. And when you say everything happened for a reason, that's supposed to cancel out the overthinking that's happening in your brain. Because if I tell you everything happened for a reason, why are you still asking why?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta give shit up. Like, sometimes you just gotta be like, it happened. We here now. All right, let me move forward.
Yeah, control how you respond to it.
Control how you respond to it, but also identify that this is not something that you can control.
Yeah.
This is out of your control. You can't control this, but you can control this. Can't control that, but you can control this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck you want us to do? Like, if they put him in handcuffs, then we have to go about the situation the best way we can with our friend being put in handcuffs or possibly going, like, taken to jail. If they don't put him in handcuffs and he get a ticket, then we just gonna have to pay for the ticket. Like, it's like shit like that. Like, you can't, I don't know, I'm done. I'm real out, like, low-key, you just gotta get that shit up, bro. Like, you be putting so much pressure on yourself, just not just letting shit go and letting it come back to you. Like, maybe further down, like, life is the only thing that makes sense in reverse. You can't make sense of the future because it's in a sense that, like, it's no such thing as the future.
Yeah.
So I can't make sense of something that I do not know.
Yeah.
But the only thing only thing I know is my perception and my perspective of what happened already. So I can look back on my life and be like, makes sense why I made this, or why I did like this, or like why I made this move instead of that move. It makes sense. I understand it. But I can't sit there and say, if this happens, this happens, this happens, this. That leads to an infinite amount of calculations of shit that may not even happen.
True.
Everything you calculated could go left, and then the one thing you didn't calculate is the thing that actually happens. So the future carries like this uncertainty that is very dangerous for like a person to play with. Like, damn, is this college talking or is this me?
Probably just you. You learn as you're getting older. You may have had experiences from college that may add into that, but that's you.
Yeah. What was I saying? Life is the only thing that makes sense in reverse. And the future is a dangerous thing for man to tank with. That's also true. Because if you don't allow things, like you said, like everything happened for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't smoothly allow these things to happen, because they're going to happen regardless. Like, this shit is already, our whole timeline is somewhere written down in the book already. And that's what I think. I feel like it's somewhere written down in the book. It's nothing that's going to throw it off its tracks. Like, nothing. It may slow like things may slow it down, or it may goddamn bring it to a little halt for a minute, or it might speed up or whatnot, but it'll never stop it. It'll never take it off its track. So if you don't just let the shit happen, you realize you just gotta let it happen. You be having deja vu? Like, how often would you say you have deja vu? You know what deja vu is?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I be having deja vu, but I also be having times where I like vividly remember having a dream and it happened like after I had the dream.
And there'll be daydreams, or like you went to bed type dream.
Like, I went to bed type dream, and then like maybe like a few months later it ended up happening. Like the whole like event set out exactly as it was.
Okay, now how did you feel in that moment? Did you feel in control in the exact moment that you were experiencing the deja vu, or did it feel like some of this shit is happening because it's already happened, so you really can't stop it from happening? You know what I'm saying?
Somewhat both, right? And I'll say it like this. When I can like easily remember things like very well, sometimes I may forget certain things, but other like important things, I'm kind of selective with what I remember. But I can remember everything if I want to.
Yeah.
When it comes to those, I kind of take note of those dreams that I have, or like certain important dreams that had like happened, whether it's with interactions or with certain people that happen in there. And then like when the time comes, like during that moment where it's happening in real life, I would like sit there and stand there and tell myself like, I remember this happening in my dream. And then I'll watch it unfold.
So you
as
tell
I'm
yourself
sitting
you
there.
remember this happening in your dream.
Yeah, like I'll stop for a second, analyze everything. It was like, okay, I remember this event happening. I remember I was sitting right here. This person was sitting right here, and everything like that. This person's going to walk this way or do whatever is going to happen. And then I'll literally watch it happening as I'm like remembering the dream and stuff too. Cause like sometimes I just be wanting to see if like, yo, is like this real, like, or like does this actually happen? And then I'll like literally see like, yo, I got a dream here, and then the future like it actually took place. Like it's crazy.
See, for me, when I go to sleep at night, it's not like. First of all, my dreams don't even be realistic sometimes. Well, nah, I take that back. They do. They be hella realistic. I never had a moment where it was like I dreamt of something in my sleep and it happened. A lot of my moments of deja vu is like I seen a glimpse of something. Then I low-key forget it or it just be stored in the back of my mind. And then I would do something in real time and then be like, wait a minute. I've seen this before.
Yeah.
I've been here before.
Yeah.
I felt this way before. But it's after like the action is done. So I really felt like I had no control. Like it was just supposed to, like I bent down and picked the chair. When I bent down and picked the shirt off the chair because I was supposed to bend down and pick the shirt off the chair. It wasn't because I said, you know what, let me bend down or maybe it was because I said let me bend down and pick the chair or pick the shirt up off the chair. And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It just reminds me that like deja vu kind of reminds me that maybe I've always been right here.
Like during that moment, or like it was set to like kind of happen.
Nah, like just maybe I've always been right here. And maybe now that moment that's in the past is just a figment of my imagination. Because it's like, and none of this I'm saying is absolute truth. This is just a way of thinking that I'm kind of trying to get rid of right about now. So this might just be me spurting out the last little bit of shit that's in my brain. But what was I saying?
You were saying like you kind of like sitting down.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Sometimes deja vu reminds me that maybe I've always just been in this moment. Like, the past is just a figment of what I think I remember, and the future is just what I can imagine. But the presence is the only thing that I'm actually getting to experience at this time. So sometimes it felt like maybe last Sunday we didn't record. Or maybe we did record, but I took in the recording that we did a different way than you might have took in the recording that we did. But the funny thing is, I asked my teacher this because we're like exploring science fiction within cinema. And so a lot of these ideas that the auteurs be playing with and the directors be playing with be very mind-fucking ideas. Like, you ever watch like a film that really doesn't have a plot?
Yeah.
So most of them have plots, but he be showing like little videos where it's just like, what? How could somebody see this? How can somebody imagine this and then execute it? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I was saying one time, he asked some type of question, but I remember saying remember my question being like, what do you call it now that we can experience other person's point of view of life, like first point of view? Like we can't think them, but we can experience their lives. Like, what if somebody live streamed off of the Meta glasses, and you tune into the live stream, and the same thing you see out your vision is, you can't see your face. You just see your hands, you see your outer body working, like you can see everything around you.
Yeah.
So what if somebody, well, not what if, because the niggas is doing this, they give you an opportunity to see their point of view of life. They can't give you that way of thinking, but you can see their point of view.
Yeah.
How could you ever you get what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? What is that called? Because there was a point in time where you literally could not witness anything other but your life. You could not conceive of another perception of what you're experiencing. But now it's like you can. Like, I could
I see what you're saying. If there is a word for it, since it is kind of like new now that you're saying like we can do that now,
yeah,
and stuff, I definitely don't know the word for it. No lie.
Damn, do we gotta come up with a word for it? Coin that bit. Think of a word. Think of a word when you can experience other people's perspective of life.
Because I think all we do is just call it like someone else's perspective or someone else's point of view.
But we could come up with a fancy word that really don't make sense. But now that it has a definition to define it, we have to accept it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's another part about growing up. You got to choose what to believe in.
Absolutely.
And understand that it might not be the way of the world or the way of the universe. Like it may be some fault in what you believe. But that's what the faith and the belief is about, is acknowledging that, hey, this might be, but I'm going to stick with it because I believe it to be the truth. I believe it to be this one thing.
Yeah. And that's another thing that comes to it, like when people say nobody's perfect and stuff too, that also comes with the belief system that you have and everything.
Yeah, because one person can say nobody's perfect, everybody has flaws, but then another person can say, well, flaws is what make people perfect just to be them. Like you can't be nobody else because you are perfect at being yourself. Like you can never. I can never be you. I could never be J. Cole. No matter how many songs I listen to, no matter how many times I try to rewrite his raps and then make it into my own, I will never be J. Cole. My voice is different. The way I walk is different. My fingerprints are different. Like I can only be me.
Yeah.
I literally can only, like, you cannot be anybody else. That's the interesting thing. That's the interesting thing about inviting people into your perspective and like live streaming your life, or like VR work of makeup worlds, or somebody showing you a video from the meta glasses. It's like I can now perceive of your perception and internalize it and make it into my own. But like I couldn't do that before. Yeah. But like the whole thought of that happening is just like, now it's hard not to see both sides. Like you can't just stay omnious to everything. Cause like you have the ability to, I don't know, man, this shit is crazy. But yeah, only two things that's real in your life, and that's your birth and that's your death. You can't escape the pipeline from your birth to your death. So you gotta make the best of it, and you gotta feel everything. As men, bro, we taught to like cut off emotions and cut off pain because it's weakness. And while pain may be a weakness, while you may need to have your body adapt to certain frequencies of pain, certain velocities of like hurt and shit like that, so that you can move through with your life, so it don't like become a roadblock in your way. It's really crazy that we taught to not feel things in the entirety of what it is. Like sometimes we just acknowledge it, sometimes we don't acknowledge it, but we can acknowledge it and we just go on about our life. And it's like that thing never really goes away. Like you cannot run and you cannot hide from the things that are meant for you to deal with. Like the shit, they never get tired, nigga. You get tired. Your body get weary, nigga. Your heart gets drained. You get tired. Your problems never get tired. They don't have a stamina bar.
That is true. I would say to like kind of switch up or like tell a difference from what you said. I don't think we weren't taught to necessarily not feel, because then if we were taught that, then we wouldn't have a soul per se, right? But I think we were taught to like feel but don't react necessarily, and like to
probably taught ways how to react.
Yeah,
but it don't be the best ways to actually feel the feelings though. Like if I tell you, damn, that's fucked up, something just happened, let's go get a drink. You see like the way that wires your way of processing pain and hurt? Because then like instead of really feeling them emotions in your sober mind to really deal with it, you drink to try to make sense of it. And then you wake up from the drunkenness and you like, shit still don't make sense. Maybe I need to drink more. Like maybe I need to drink more. Like I think that's how you form like addictions.
I wouldn't say that's what everybody though. I mean, that's what some people do because maybe like that's just what they know for other people to do.
That's true too.
And then like they just haven't figured out on their own how to deal with their own emotions in a more calming way, in a better way to be able to analyze the situation, respect the situation that it happened. Because once again, you can't control it, and you also can't change what happened itself.
Facts.
You can only control how you react to it.
That's facts.
Feel me?
That's facts. Yeah, bro. Maybe we was philosophers in our past life. You believe in that shit? Like, this not our first time here?
Sometimes I think about it, bro, because it's a lot of, like, things that I just feel like I understood, like, way, way too early in my childhood than I should
For the
have.
better or for the worse?
Both.
Explain one for the worse.
So, like, for the worst, I mean, for some people, they may say this is better, but for others, they may say, like, it's the worst. Like, I kind of just understood, like, how the world really operated and how, like, different paths that we were told, like, growing up in school, like, oh, you should take this, you should take that to be able to have a sustainable life or a stable life and everything like that. And I just already understood, like, everything was, like, BS. Which is kind of, like, why, like, that's a main reason why I didn't go to college. And I always had, like, something in the back of my mind. Like, even in elementary school, you remember them times when, like, I don't know if y'all have, like, career days or career weeks and stuff where, like, they'll ask you, like, or do, like, a small project of what you want to be when you grow up and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But I kid you not, like, every grade after one another, I always had something different. But it will also, like, all of them would be connected to a way where it was, like, a kind of way to, like, save humanity, per se, but also have some sort of freedom while doing it.
That boy Brad said he a humanitarian. You think you could save humanity and have freedom?
Yes, it just depends on how you do it. So, like, for an example, like what I was saying earlier on, like,
that's a funny thing about black men, too. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. On my vision of success, like, I could be living a free life, but also, like, nowadays, since we got social media, I can be preaching, like, people, like, and motivating people, like, yo, like, do this, do that, or teaching them the right things, the right morals, the right principles and stuff, and helping the people think more than what they may usually do. That way, if I'm doing that, when they go on their own time, they might think more, they might start leveling up their thought processes and everything like that, and then they may be starting their journey to get the freedom of life as well.
Just thought about something, bro.
What's up?
It's like me and you, like we want to be entrepreneurs type shit. Like, you don't want to have to work for nobody, right? We're not in a socialist society. We are in a capitalistic economy, right?
Yeah.
And in order to thrive in a capitalistic economy, in order to not be everybody's a slave at some point to the system. But that's another thing too. Some I was reading on something and it was like, pick what you're gonna be a slave to. Like, if you have anything, if there's any freedom in being a slave, it's the ability to pick what you're gonna be enslaved to, right? Mm-hmm. And we ain't talking about being enslaved to people, but the ideas and your habits that you're enslaved to, the ones that you really don't have no, like, you tell yourself it's no choice. Like, you got to get your ass up in the morning and go run. Yeah. You have no choice. It ain't, nigga, you don't get to decide to sleep in. You don't get your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're going to be a slave to that, like, them type of habits, or you're going to be a slave to can't get out of bed, staying in bed till 2 o'clock p.m., then trying to get your day started, then staying up all night trying to do shit and blah, blah, blah. You're going to be a slave to that, or you're going to be a slave to that.
Yeah.
So that's the power you have in being a slave, because we all are enslaved to something.
Yeah.
But the dilemma we deal with as black men in a Anglo-Saxon capitalistic society, you get two options. You either assimilate or you dissemble. Mm-hmm. It's either you take the path of burning the building down, or you be okay with the cubicle inside the building. You get what I'm saying? Am I speaking in code?
So what?
No, for real, because like either we become, either we kill the oppressors or we become the oppressors. And it's like, you know that saying like the powerless becomes the powerful, or the bully becomes the bully, like the victim becomes the perpetrator or something.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it's like us is because we're in a unique spot. Like white men and other men of other races, they're in a position where a lot of people haven't been oppressed, right? To the significance that we've been oppressed. Like it's still shit that we deal with that we have no reason behind. Like it's PTSD that was passed down to us in our way of thinking and just a lot of our ways that we walk our life. That is a lot different from a white kid or Asian kid. You know, they taught to grow up, and the system is built for them to thrive. You know what I'm saying? The only reason that some of us thrive in this system because today it's not so much about color anymore. It's more so about class. But the reason why they gotta like let a couple of us in is so that we can control the ones that didn't get in. Cause like one day you might become the man that you want to be with all the riches and all the money, and then start saying shit like, "Oh, I did it on my own," or "We came from the same place, nigga. You could have done it too." And it's like that's the most unfair statement you can ever make. Even your brothers, like you got brothers,
Yeah, I only got one.
live with them.
Oh, nah, he an older one.
I'm saying like, did you live with them for your life?
Yeah, growing up, yeah.
Y'all had some of the same circumstances growing up in the same environment for the most part, but y'all lives are completely different. The shit that he experienced in the same place that you were at, that you didn't experience. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it don't matter if 100 of us come from the hood. 100 of us had different lives in that hood, specifically. Yeah. So it's like you may get all the money that you want, and then as soon as they give you what you want, you turn and you say, "Nah, nigga, I got what I wanted." Like you could get what you want too. You just gotta do this and that and that and this. But it's like that's not always true. Like for some people really can never slip through the cracks. Some people never can like take that hand and walk through the door. So it's like as black men, we kind of gotta like choose to either walk through that door, smile in that white man's face and say, "Yes, sir," and do what's to be done and collect the rewards or reap the benefits. Or we can say, "Nah, all this shit is wrong. This shit mine and I'm taking it."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the difference between the NAACP and the Black Panther Party. Like the NAACP would be more, and I'm not speaking on them because I don't know their policies or anything, but this is just my outlook on history and how I reviewed it. I feel like, and I'm gonna say I feel because it's my personal opinion, but I feel like the NAACP would settle for propaganda wins or money and shit like that. The Black Panther Party really wanted to be independent. They wanted to be independent. And the system don't want you to be independent. Because if you independent, then you have the power to independently break down the system.
Yeah, that's true.
Because all this shit is perishable. None of this shit is set in stone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true.
And I don't know who said it, but somebody was like, "Why the fuck do you keep asking the same system that enslaved you, beat you, raped you, this and that, took your white, all that shit? Why do you sit there and ask them to turn over legislation or do this or do it? Why do you do it their way?"
Yeah. Like why do you ask them to make things better for you?
Why are we going to go about it their way of going about it?
I get what you're saying.
If it's proven, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt in my mind that voting might change something, but it ain't gonna get us what we need or want.
That's true.
Because at the end of the day, the system has to have a lower class. In order to function, they have to have people, they have to have poor people.
That's true.
Because if the poor didn't depend on the rich, then the rich would be dead, and there'll be no poor people.
I definitely get what you mean by that. Yeah. Yeah. Because it comes down to the thinking and everything, and like the advancement of humanity. And
Bro, they control what we know, gang.
I know. I already know. That's why you got to get to a point, and this also goes for all of y'all that's also watching as well. Y'all, I remember one podcast when we was ending up.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like recently. Phil had said for his motivation, he said something about like thinking, like think more and everything like that. So I'll even add on to that. Especially like since I was blessed with the gift to like understand things at a very early age, that things I probably shouldn't have understand like a normal child would and stuff. Everyone needs to learn how to analyze and question things, but not question things to whether if it's right or wrong. That will come down to your own morality and how you see it.
Nah, facts.
You need to question things like, okay, this person told me to do this. Does this person have the best interest in me? Does this person have the best interest in me? And has this person, what this person is saying, has this benefited other people and stuff like that? Like what, because everybody technically in some way has taken the same path, because we were all taught the same things, or like mostly similar things since we were born. Because that's when they first start to get you. As soon as you come out the womb, they start
programming. Yeah.
Everybody down there got the same programming.
And I can acknowledge that too, though. I know I've been programmed.
Yeah,
but it goes back to the question of what do you choose to be enslaved to? Like, how long do you decide to be pimped out?
Yeah.
Until you become a pimp. I was talking to my brother about that shit, man. Sometimes 2 minutes left?
Nah, 40. Well, yeah. We have 42.
We at 42?
Yeah.
Damn, for real? Okay. Cause we need to wrap this shit up now, basically.
Nice.
Damn, I ain't even got time to get into that. Maybe we could say that for another day. Maybe I could bring my brother on for that conversation. We was basically saying, like, it's either pimp or be pimp. And my brother was like, no, you can do something else. I'm like, nah, not if I want it this way. Like, not if I want this. If I want this, if I want to get to this, it's either pimp or be pimp. But it's like sometimes a pimp got to be pimped in order to learn how to pimp. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In order to really be put down on game, the pimp has to be pimped by somebody else, whether that be a whore or whether that be another pimp. Yeah. You get it? Yeah. So that's the dilemma that we have as black men. We have to choose between the lesser evils. They both still evil, goddammit. Like,
dude, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we choosing between lesser evils instead of like saying, fuck all y'all choices. Fuck all of this. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, everybody just leave me alone. Mm-hmm. And if you can't respect my wish to be left alone, you have to. And I'm talking in a general sense of like the black man, the white man, the Asian man, the Korean man, and the Indian man, the European, and all them stuff. Like, the black man just need to say, bro, just leave me alone, dog. I didn't have enough of y'all shit. I don't want to deal with it no more. I'm not asking you niggas for nothing. This is mine. So be it. We lost the spirit of dying for what we believe in. I want to say thank you to another episode for Almost Dropouts. If y'all haven't already get a shirt, goddamn, damn, bro. Just pause it, fuck. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Almost Dropouts. It's your boy Kai. Shout out to Nia. Shout out to Phil. Don't forget to cop a shirt off the website. And if you haven't already, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
All right, we good. Fuck it.